Okay, guys, as you can see, this is where the release for the engine bay right here, right? Unfortunately, I've got two problems. One problem is you can see this giant hole, right? But the other problem, of course, is this piece was rusted on, all right? I couldn't do anything with it. Now, there's two ways of solving this. Unfortunately, the one of the ways is I took a little Dremel, right? And I cut off that piece. You see it right there? So what I'm going to do now is well, first things first is there's still a string that's inside here that I need to get out, okay? Unfortunately, I can't get it out from here. So what I need to do is I need to take this out first. All right, so let me take care of this. And I also need to thread the latch as well, all right? So let me get this out, and then we'll start from there. So as you can see, I took this out, right? It's right here, all right? And this is a size 10. So here's the deal. The way this is set up, I'm kind of fearful that without having the bolt there, these things will come right out and it'll be a pain in the butt to try to put back in. So that's the reasons why I put this back, okay? The other thing is you see this here? This is where the string goes through and then it gets locked down, and that's how you pull the lever, right? By removing it, so as you can see, I'm able to get to the string. See it? So that's how I'm gonna remove this all together. And here's my replacement. Right, hold on for a minute. Now let me go get my replacement. So, and I'll post the link down below of where I got it, of what I got. Bear with me. Here's the string. So as you can see, this is the same as that original string. The only difference is, as you recall, let me see if I can get to here. As you can recall, the piece that was frozen stuck inside was this piece right here, right? So I've got a handle to it and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of sheet metal, okay? Because what I want to do is I want to cover, let me see, where's my flashlight? I need to make sure I cover this up, right? So I need to cover a section of this up because I just don't want to keep it like this, or else it's not going to hold anything in place. And I'll weld it in place, right? But what I'll do is I'll poke a hole so that way I can snake my wire through. So I'm going to snake my wire through from down bottom all the way up. Even though I have severed the ties a little bit, I think I'm still okay, right? Because there's only a little section between there to there. I may try to find something to hold it so that way, the wire isn't exposed to the weather, that kind of stuff. But as you can see, it comes all the way up to out to here, where it then links down to the bottom of this, right? Down here. And then I'll just plug this back in, and essentially this will allow me to lock everything in and pull it back out. All right, so let me see what I can do, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, guys, take a look. As you can see, I cut this piece of metal, right? This is 5 by 5, and over here I bent it a little bit, right? Just to conform. I then cut a hole enough to feed this wire through. See it? Okay. And then I drilled 2 little holes. I put a screw through both of these, and then I cut off the screw head. I think it'll hold it in place, because then it'll keep that in place. I snaked the wire all the way up out to here. So this is where it's going to pull, right? So I'm going to connect it back into that spot. Here's the joke. Remember when I cut the this pipe right here, right? Right over there. So what I did was I took a dry erase marker, right? And I cut off the head and I cut off the tail just so I can cover that up, all right? And that's how I can get from there, which is over here, all the way up to here. So before I weld this in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this in and see if it works, all right? But at least, guys, you guys see what I did there. The only thing that you missed was right over here, I accidentally put on the knob itself, all right? Which is nothing fancy. But as you can see, if I tack this in place, this should be able to move, which then release this side. So let's test that out. All right, the ultimate test. All right, so that's it. So all we need to do now is pull. And guess what, guys? we now have a working set. Very cool, very cool. So the only thing I need to do left is just to weld this in, and I should be in pretty good shape. Very cool.